Hello and welcome to live number 22, where it's a live but actually without audience. We record and we'll upload it afterwards. And this is actually we continue live from yesterday, where we spoke about the licensing change Autodesk did. They only support named licenses, and now we want to do a case study based on real customer data. Of course, everything is hidden here, no names, no server names, nothing, just the actual situation. We will use a real system, not live, but it's the real database loaded into a system where we can query the data and discuss it. So I think we will just dive into the data. The data is displayed using an OpenLM system that monitored the licenses for the period. So we filtered the system only by Autodesk licenses, and that's what we have here for that specific customers. As you can see, we have two types of licenses. Permanent, they are all network licenses, so concurrent licenses, but there are two types. One is permanent licenses. So this is perpetual licenses. I believe you can't get them by now. You can't buy these licenses for Autodesk. And we have subscription licenses, which are network licenses. And by May 7th, customers won't be able to get them also. As regard to the subscription licenses, which are network licenses, I can mark them here. So I can highlight it. Sorry, there is a window I need to remove from here. Pop up. Okay. Now I would like to highlight it. As you can see, all these three are licenses. I can't do anything about them. So once it expires, I need to buy again. I would still use this PD collection to show the same analysis I'm going to do for the two permanent licenses. So the two permanent licenses are something we might be able to do something with. It's small quantity, but as you will see, it's still significant. So let's clear the drawing and move to license usage. So the first thing I would like to show and demonstrate is that these are licenses that are utilized in a significant way. So it's not licenses that are idle, nobody is using them. So as you can see, I loaded the three licenses. So this is the PD package. That's the one that we can't do anything about it. It's going to expire, but these two are the the product design suites. One is premium, one is ultimate, very closer in functionality. And as you can see, we took a period where we have data in. So it's about 2 months in total. And you can see utilization is quite high. It's getting to the top number, mostly for the design suite, and also PD is quite high. I'm looking on days now, but we can drill in. But in general, we see it's not an idle license. It's something that works all the time, and many people are using it. The next analysis, it also shows that we have live licenses here, is denials. So looking on the denials screen here, you can see that I added all 3 licenses, and you can see there are many denials. So this is for each of the 3. I can change that from feature to months, and we are looking on 2 months, so we can see this is for December, very high number, in January less, and you can see the specific package also. So if I leave only the ultimate, so I get this, you see quite a lot of the denials for a small number of licenses. So and the important thing to show here, why do I show it? I show it in order to see that we're talking on licenses that are utilized and in a significant way. So next, we'll go to license activity. And that's the third screen. And the information I would like to get from this report is I would like to look on the number of active users using these licenses. So I don't need to write because I have all the data here, and I will switch to it and we'll see everything. We see all the data together and analyzed. But let's look on the users. So here we can see the ultimate users. So that's the ultimate design product design suite, and we can see 44 users here. And for the other package, if we do the query, pay attention that I'm looking on the same time frame all the time. So if I had a year worth of data, it might be more accurate, but that's what I have, that's what I'm using. Here I have 54 users, and here I'm looking on 95 users. Now, basically, before I continue, so I have the number of users. Let me show you what I'm going to do with it. This is an aggregation of this report. So these are the number of sessions in the 2 weeks for this feature. This is for the PD collection, and if I take all 3 of them together, I have about 2,500 sessions. This is for the whole all the 3 package, the 3 licenses all together. So I think we got the data we need by now from the system, and we can switch to the spreadsheet. Okay, so in this spreadsheet, we put all the data, and let's try to analyze it together. So we have PD collection. This is the one that we said we can't do anything about it. It's going to expire. This is just an example. But these 2, maybe we can do something about it. We need to check. So we have PD collection is going to expire, but here we have 2 permanent perpetual licenses. This is network perpetual. These are the number of licenses, and these are the actual users. So here, 27 licenses, 95 users. The rate is almost 3.5. Here the rate is much higher, 9 users per license, and here we have a little more than 6. So let's see, if I take the offer from Autodesk and I will trade my product design suite and product design suite ultimate, I will trade my 6 licenses with 12 named licenses, and here 7 with 14, because I get 2 for each license. What's the difference from my current usage level? 42. So these are the number of 42 product design suite premium licenses that I will need to buy, and product suite design ultimate I will need to buy 30. So that's a lot to buy now, compared to what I could get, the rate of 9-to-1 and almost 6-to-1 that I got from my network licenses until now. But then I thought someone might claim, but let's see how does the users are using it. Maybe they don't really need it. So I said, let's look for it in advance. So let's turn everything off and click apply here. And here we have about 400 sessions for the premium package. If we go to group by and we group by users as before, and now we'll sort it by the total usage time. So what we see here is the users that used it for not a lot of time. So I don't really need to buy a license for them. So that's why I wanted it to be very accurate. So I'm saying if you used it less than an hour, you know what, we'll find a solution for you. We won't buy a license for you. So this user, 752, we changed the name, 83, 87, 80, until here. So 549 used it for more than an hour, we'll get a license for him. And all the rest. And the same analysis was done for the ultimate package. And here we have all these are not relevant. From here we will pay, and of course we reduce the number. So if you look on the cells that are highlighted now in red, we can see that we have 27, okay, so we are looking on these two mainly, but this is also interesting. We did that also for the PD. So if you, here we removed 15, so instead of 95, we will buy 80. We will need to serve 80 users, and here we need to serve 42 instead of 54, and here we have 36 instead of 44. The rate is lower, but still much higher than 2 for license. So here we have 3 for license, here we have 7, and here we have more than 5. This is something I can't do anything about, but here I will get 12 and 14, and we'll need to purchase 30 here and 22 here. So that's the summary, and I think the next question is, okay, let's look on the monetary values and try to think what is the best thing we can do as an organization if this was our licensing situation. And that's the decision we need to take. So we will do that tomorrow or next week. So next week we won't use, next time we won't use OpenLM because we have all the data. Next time we'll use the spreadsheet, and we'll try to analyze what's the best move for us based on this data. So that's all for today. I'm looking forward to communicate with you about the information provided here. Would like to hear other approaches and analysis we can do. See you next time. Thank you.